Hello and welcome to my February plan with me. I'm BurrowsRed and I am going through some journal stuff today. Definitely not sheepishly coming in. I did promise at the end of January's that I would have this up before February, or at least in a decent amount of time. And it's the 16th, the day of the recording, so who knows when it actually gets released. I promise I tried. Honestly, this month has been kind of hard. I know I said that last month, but honestly, you know, it just keeps coming and it just keeps coming and it just keeps coming. I'll fix that. Promise. Maybe I shouldn't promise? I don't know. But we're gonna jump into this today anyway. I had a little bit of fun with my February setup, but honestly I felt that I was a little tame and I was a little disappointed in myself, but it still did end up looking kind of cute. So I went with a February design just drawn out in my Tombow pens with kind of like an interlaced kind of wire design on the outside with a few gold stars. And then I also had these lanterns that I drew in with a small little candle in the middle with the gold flame. I thought they looked really cute. I honestly really enjoyed it and it was a lot of fun putting that together. Honestly, I would love to do something like that again, but maybe try and find a way to make it a little more artistic than that. I obviously have gone for something a little bit more comfortable, and I know that that is entirely just my comfort level at the moment. I'm feeling a little unsure of myself lately in terms of an artistic sense, and I really think that kind of shows in that this looks very similar to the last one. But that's the whole point of this series, is to show you when I'm feeling it, when I'm not feeling it, and what I'm doing to try and change that. I hope at least it helps to show you that, you know, you don't have to think of something grand and amazing every single month that you decide to do your bullet journaling. And yeah, just adding in some washi tape as per normal, the cute little black and gold tape that I have. It is honestly so good, can recommend. And we move on to the kind of, I guess, month at a glance kind of thing, which I've kind of made into my content calendar. I did break this one up. Instead of just having events, I also put in their birthdays as well as events just to kind of help me know when I am celebrating birthdays as opposed to when I actually have a birthday event. I just think it would be pretty helpful for me. I also took out the color coding for the content calendar, actually because I found I didn't really use it much in January. So I figured to try and condense that page a little, I'd take that out and just write in what I needed to. It turns out there are only 4 weeks in February, so I didn't realize that. And so I didn't need the 5th row, so luckily I didn't draw that one in, but you can see my pencil line there. Easy peasy, we just erase that later. But other than that, it's very similar to what I did for January because I find that this system works. I do want to think of some ideas to kind of change it up a little, make it a little more useful, but I'll have to try and see how I use it through February and see how that goes for me. Try and see what I can adjust and work on. I also wanted to point out I used some stickers today from a Etsy seller called MB. They were some kind of witchcrafty type stickers. You'll see the sticker sheet on the page there as well, and I'll leave a link in the description for their store too, and just use that to kind of amp up the page a little, put it on a few places that'll just make it nice and beautiful. They're actually really wonderful stickers made with a matte design, and they feel really nice and they look very nice, and they're also small enough that they can still decorate a page without taking up too much room, and it's just good all round. Next, we move on to the weekly spreads. And for February, honestly, all I did was the title page for the February month and then the 4 weeks in a weekly spread, because I actually found that when I didn't set them up in advance the last time for the last month, I found that it really took me a lot of energy to kind of sit down and do them all. So I decided I'd do them all with you. So we went through for the first 4 weeks. I wrote week 4. I honestly don't know what I was thinking, but I did end up going in and fixing that later once I realized my mistake. But yeah, on the left-hand side, I added a small calendar where I could highlight the week that we were looking at, just so that I could get a good idea of, like a look at a glance just to be, hey, we're in this week. This is how much time has gone through the month. And hopefully I don't sit there and just be like, how the hell is it week 3 in February and I have done nothing? Hopefully it'll help. I also had a few more of those stickers that I used to decorate these pages as well. The cute little crystals and candles just went everywhere. They honestly suited this really well. And it's giving me a lot of ideas for the next spread for March. I have some sticker sheets that I've bought from other people as well, that I would love to incorporate into a design and just make into something really, really cool. But yes, these weekly spreads do work for me quite well. I can fit into the page whatever I need to in terms of I can make my days as long or as short as I need, and I have plenty of space for things. And also because I'm not trying to put in habit trackers or anything like that that I don't tend to use, it works the best way for me. It's simple, but it is effective. I also just wanted to mention that these videos are actually filmed on my phone. I have an iPhone something. I think it is 11, possibly. And it does mean that the quality isn't exactly the best. I do try, obviously. I try to get the lighting right and all of that kind of thing, but my house is very weirdly lit. And so I'm really sorry that the quality isn't perfect, but I will be working on that, especially for March, which I will begin filming now, because that way I should have it out before March. But yes, I will be working on that, so I'm sorry if these are a little bit painful because they are not quite the quality that you're probably used to, but we all have to start somewhere, right? So yeah, I just continued with the washi tape up the top with the gold writing, and I also used my Tombow pen to kind of do the highlight through each of the days and also for the week as well, which I just thought gave a nice little pop of colour to the page. I'm still terrified of bright colours, so every time I look at it, it's just very scary to me, but I think it looks nice, and that's the important thing. So that is actually all that I did for my February setup. I still have those brain dump pages and the scheduling that was still available in the other pages as well, so I didn't need to add that onto the end. And honestly, I feel like things are kind of ramping up in terms of busyness. For my Burrows Arts stuff, which is my Etsy store, I've just been accepted for the Sydney pop-up Oz Comic Con convention for the Artist Alley, which means that I'll be preparing stickers and things for that, so everything started to ramp up and really get really busy. So I really need to focus on that for a moment. But I'm really excited to continue with the bullet journaling. Even when I'm not feeling it, even when it's feeling a little hard, I'm very excited to keep going. And I hope that you're all excited to see it as well. But on that wonderful note, the setup for February is done, and I will see you for March very soon.